So, what's happening, my people? Your girl has been gone for 2 weeks. Are you guys excited to see me like I am excited to see you all? I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm even more excited because I have my sister, my sibling, on the Authentic podcast today on Thirsty Thursday. So, y'all better get ready because my baby definitely has a drink for your soul. And her heat of seat, baby, let me tell you, seat of heat. Like, when I'm gonna get it together? I named it and I still don't have it together. Seat of heat is on fire. Okay, so I would like to drag and slide in. I swag, I serve. My sister, Bianca, Bianca Fox. Okay, to the stream. Hi, Bianca.
Hi. It is a pleasure to be here. Um,
Okay, it is a pleasure to have you. Are you feeling fabulous this evening?
I feel fabulous every evening.
Look, do not start, okay? Because it has not even been a good 5 minutes into the show, okay, already, and you're already giving grace, okay? So, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, you got all them initials and stuff behind your name. I don't even know them all. I don't know what they stand for. But I'm gonna go ahead on and let you tell us about your fabulous self. Okay, I will give you that time now.
well, first of all, my name is Bianca Nicole Lawson. I'm a 43-year-old African American, very proud trans woman. Um, I come from a world of recovery. This is really where it all began for me, and I have taken I have a real compassion for people with substance abuse addictions because I know what that's like. Um, I am a wife. I'm a sister. I am an aunt. I am a godmother. I'm a friend. I'm an aspiring author. And I'm a mental health peer specialist and a recovery support peer specialist as well. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Keisha.
Absolutely. So you heard it. You heard from the Fox herself. All of those fabulous things that she is. And might I add that you are absolutely amazing. You are absolutely phenomenal in all of your ways, in all of your titles, in all of your fabulousness. I am so happy for you. I am so proud of you. Um, I am the little big sister, but I think I'm gonna go ahead on and hand you your title back because you are actually the oldest.
I am the oldest. Yes. A lot of
What?
y'all probably don't know that, but I'm older.
Yeah, you are the oldest, so I think you have worked your way up to winning and claiming your older sibling title. So I'm gonna go ahead on and give you that back. Okay. So on the Authentic podcast today, over the internet waves, you have regained your older sibling title. Okay. I am no longer the little big sister anymore. You are the oldest. Okay.
Thank you, Keisha.
All right. So let's get into it. Because I be on fire for these testimonies, honey. I am ready to save the world. Like, one person at a time, whoever we could reach. I'm ready to do that. And I know that you're ready to do the same thing. Let me just tell y'all, me and B. Baby, look, people always thought we were twins. I was like, no, we're not twins. Okay, we're 3 years apart,
No.
but we are definitely bonded, and we our similarities, the things that we feel very, very passionate about are amongst the same things. So I'm ready to get into the testimony because I know that it is definitely going to be a blessing. I hope that some people are tuned in, not only for, if it's them that's struggling with what the story and the topic is going to be about. I survived. Bianca survived. Okay. So don't just take, even if it's not your the exact same situation, you may need to survive from something else. It may be something else that you need to survive from. So take the analogy and apply it. And if it is the same thing, then please take the knowledge, the wisdom, because this baby survived. Do you hear me? This baby survived. Okay. So take it and apply it to your life. If it's a loved one, if it's somebody that that is struggling with the similar thing, take the knowledge, take the wisdom. Bianca is also going to provide at the end of the show her information, contact information, because she is also in the profession to be able to assist with addictions. Like, she's popping, she got it. So I am going to let Bianca open up her testimony and discuss and talk about I survived. So Bianca, you now have the floor, my love.
So I chose the title I Survived because it speaks a lot about where I am today and also what I've been through. And I know that my story resonates with a lot of other people as well, especially people in my community who don't have a way or, that courage or that strength or that support system to help them get out of that rut that they're in. Um, my story, like a lot, like I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Most of you know me on here. Um, so that's where I fell into my addiction. Um, my addiction, I was addicted to methamphetamines. I keep it raw and real. Methamphetamines, that was my addiction. And it was intertwined with sex work for me. So that was like a survival method for me, sex work. And also with me being lost in my identity back then, being engaged in sex work kind of gave me a sense of feeling like a woman. Like okay, like, I can't really get to that right now, but this is really helping me at this moment to um, sort of say, feel, or people call it gender dysphoria nowadays, deal with that issue in my life. But I started on methamphetamines in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I was deep in meth. We are very prominent in Lake Charles. People know us from our by our last name Lawson. Our grandfather, he was a very prominent preacher in Lake Charles, and people would see me in Lake Charles, and I couldn't believe it myself until like I was actually recovered from this. But I still think about this vaguely. I remember one time when I was sleeping on, so there's like these teepees, right, in the lake on the beach in Lake Charles. And I was sleeping on one of those. Okay, that's how bad my addiction drugged me. Like, I lost my family, I lost my self dignity, I lost my self worth. Um, I lost everything. I lost my job. I lost everything. My money. I was completely torn to the bottom. I had hit rock bottom, and so I was that's where I was. That was my home. And as embarrassing as it sounds today to say that that's where I was living for like maybe 3 months, I'm proud of that situation. It's not a situation that I look like today and I'm embarrassed to be like, oh my God, I can't tell these people that, like, how people in Lake Charles are. They're like, oh my God, but that's a part of my story. And that's who made me who I am today. If I would not have been, if I would not have gone through that, at that point in time, then I wouldn't be here today on this live speaking to y'all about it and telling you, and also helping other people in their recovery journey. That's what I do now. That's my passion. Like, I give back to the recovery world. I coach trans women specifically with drug addictions, and all sorts of stuff.
Okay. So yeah, um let's let's just give them a little more about, I want them to understand like how serious it is to be wrapped up into an addiction. And what was at risk, what did you lose, like what did what type of fears did that create for you? Did you think that you would ever, I know for one, your family, because I know that I snapped it, I put the nitty gritty on you, okay. I said, look, I've had enough,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
So let's,
yes.
let's give them some real, let's give them some truth, about the things that were at risk. If that's one thing that you want to talk about, I'm comfortable with it. We could talk about it, and we could have a good time with it, because we've healed. We've come to a place where we have realized that the whole process, everything, every part of it was for a purpose. God allowed you to go through everything that you went through to now be able to sit on platforms, speak, at events, to tell the story, because it's for a purpose. He used you because you could handle it, baby, for the purpose. You know what I'm saying? So let's just talk about that a little bit. When it came to your family, what were your thoughts? What were going on at that time in your life? And now that you have crossed over, what is your feelings of gratitude?
So when it comes to my family, it's crazy about like addiction. You have no recollection of what you're doing. And you have no kind of, I mean, you it's like you're going through the motions and you don't even realize the pain that you're causing to, loved ones and even yourself. So at that point in time, everything was oblivious to me. I didn't even realize how much I was destroying my family and destroying myself. Um, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for recovery. There were times where when I was living with you, Kedra, and I recall this one time when you were just like, you just had enough. Like, I mean, and I know that you did. I knew that you were like gonna get to that point, but that's the power of addiction. It has no end, and it doesn't care who it destroys. It doesn't care what it just destroys everything, and that moment that we had, that was a wake up call for me, because I already knew way down in the back of my mind that I was destroying myself. Like, I was headed for destruction, either death or jail. Those are the only two things. And so to hear you say that to me in that tone, like, you really set it off on me in that house that day, y'all. Girl, she told me, she was like, I've had enough. It's enough. I had enough. You're gonna get the fuck out of here, and that is it. And as much as it was like, it hurted me to hear that coming from my sister. I also realized that I had definitely, that's when I realized that I had done some damage to you, and it was trickling down to everybody else in my family. So, coming out of that, recovery is the thing that saved my life. That's why I encourage everybody who has any kind of substance abuse addiction, or any kind of, it's not just substance abuse, alcohol addiction. There's all kinds of addiction, sex addiction. But whatever it is, if it's something that is not progressing you in life, there is a way for you to get healed from this kind of stuff. Like, for me, recovery saved my life. I came to Houston in 2020, got myself into rehab, and I did 5 months in rehab. I worked the program. You have to work the program of recovery. It's not a one time thing, and when I was in rehab, just to my liking or to my experience, my counselor was a trans woman. So, and that happened. I believe that that was God putting people in my life at that time for a certain reason,
Yes.
because that is exactly where I started my trans journey also. Um, and to have a woman who has been through that before to help guide me and push me, to my fullest potential, it meant a lot to me. So that's where it started for me. But my family means a lot to me. I'm so glad we have our relationship back today. Like my mother, I love her to death. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for her, for any of y'all. I just love my family. I love that I have that back now. But I would not have that back if I had not submitted myself to the process of change through recovery, because addiction is what was taking me out. And I didn't realize it until, like, when you set it off on me, that house girl.
Set it off in it. Well, I tried and I tried, and I tried and I tried and I
You
tried
did.
and I tried.
You
Okay.
did. You did. And it was
And
all frustration on your part too. And but one thing about it, I can honestly say, I was never. I think I probably, if I can remember vaguely, I was combative towards you and my mother at times because of the way that I felt y'all was treating me. But to come when when you think about the bigger picture, it was the drugs. Like that's why that's like no, no drugs,
yeah, yeah.
no
And
drugs.
I'm just so thankful to God, just to sit here today and look at you. And I've just watched you over a period of time just transition, like I had one of my homegirls on the podcast, Santana Lively, talk about the transformation of a butterfly, and that's kind of like what I think about when I think of you, because you have like this transformation process, and just look at you right now. know?
Fabulous, honey.
Yes, like you're just giving it.
And this is something that I do every day. It's not one day that I'm not fabulous, because I can't look a certain way because it triggers me. It triggers me to where I was before. So I
Yeah.
have to make people, places, and things a priority in my life to be a change, a forceful change in my life today than it was before. And I think that I'm doing really, really great. I have some amazing people in my life. I have some amazing things going on. I have a husband who loves me and adores me. I love him as well. Like I never thought this life was for me, you know? But again, I owe all of this to my higher power, which is God, and the process of change, the recovery, and all of my counselors and people who all supported me and poured into me and told me to not give up and keep going. This is only the beginning. And this is only the beginning right here, because there's a lot more to come when you think of Bianca Lawson.
You understand? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? And I'm so happy I heard it on the Authentic podcast, baby. Okay. This is only the beginning for Bianca Lawson, and I love it. Okay. And I second that. How they used to say that in church, Bianca, at Mount Pilgrim?
I second that. Say that. Say that. Well, girl, I can't stand you. Say that. Say that.
So, you said something just now that I didn't even really consider. And I'm sure a lot of people don't consider that. When you talked about how you wake up every day and you make sure that you do you a certain way because it may trigger, if you don't, and we don't think about what it takes for recovery and how you have to keep applying a certain type of energy, or how you have to be mindful of so many different things, you know, to be sure that you keep it going in the right direction. And I swear that's something that I would have never thought that you would have to do, that you would have to wake up every day, you know, man, I continue to commend you. I really do. I'm so proud of you, my little sugar baby.
Thank you. Well, and it also has to be something that you love doing as well. Like if
Yeah.
that's what you love doing, like me, I love to look fabulous, honey. Okay, look,
Okay.
give me the labels. They call me a label whore, whatever you want to call me, honey. Give me all that. I love to look fabulous. I loved fashion way back then, but I lost my touch. But that's something that was important to me back then. That was a passion of my heart. So I take pride in who I am and how I present myself to the world. Because not only that, there's other younger trans women who I
Yes.
coach who are
Yes.
looking up to me. And I don't
Yes.
want to bring them up in the light of, you have to be a sex worker, because that's a narrative that is painted for trans women by society, and it's not necessarily true. It's a choice.
Mhm.
And for some, I would say for some, it's a survival thing, and I respect it either way it goes.
Yes. Yes. So, did you ever think and these are some questions that, like I've been holding in, like I knew that you would be on the podcast, but I said I'm going to leave it for the podcast. So, did you ever think, you were so deep off into, your addiction and, into the streets and, did you ever think that you would find healing? Did you ever think that your life would change? Did you ever think that the day would come that God would just come and, save you? Or did you think that you would actually die miserable? Or like, what were your thoughts when you were really, really deep off? Did you actually think that your life would turn for the better?
To be honest, no. When I was in my active addiction, I mean, I didn't think, I just thought that I was going to keep drowning myself in my addiction. Like I was just going to be in a hotel room waiting on another lick. You never know what's coming through the door. Shooting up, doing all kind of stuff. Like I did drugs every way you could think of. Okay. I'm a like, and that's real. Um, but I really didn't get that um I didn't feel that way like I was going to be saved or delivered or healed from that until I got into recovery, Keitra. So I was saying like recovery, I mean, you have to just be in this lifestyle to experience to actually know what I'm talking about when I'm speaking on recovery, because that's the only thing that saved me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that saved me. Before I found recovery, I didn't even know I didn't know how to get help. I didn't know who to talk to go. I didn't know how to work the steps. I didn't know how to get a sponsor. I didn't know how to go to AA meetings and stuff like that. And now today, those things are a part of my life.
Okay. So, did you have hope? Did you have hope? Even though you didn't know any of those things, did something inside of you still want to have a better life? Did something inside of you want to be saved?
Of course, I would see people that I know, and I would see them just thriving and living their lives. And like in my family, I would just see everybody just thriving and living their lives and just moving from one level to the next, and I'm just stuck right there. So of course, yes, I felt some kind of sorrow or embarrassment to myself, but like I said, I just didn't know how. I didn't know how to get out of that. And truth be told, if I was still in Lake Charles, I would still be in my addiction. I know that for a fact. That would be, I mean, because for me personally, there's nothing there for me to like to grow, being the person that I am. When I moved to Houston, it's like God shed light on so many areas of my life. And when I took that step to make a promise to him to not put another drug in my body, that's when he started blessing me. And the things just started coming and falling, and they just coming from everywhere, this way, that way, that way. And I was just too much I can just grab. I got to give it to somebody else. Look, here you go. Um, but that's the power of God. When you humble yourself and
Obedience.
obedient, yes, especially when you're coming from something like addiction that's tearing your body down. When you humble yourself and you give that to God, and you don't touch it no more. You don't go back. You don't visit that no more. Man, he has some amazing things for you. Some
Yes,
amazing things.
yes. I could definitely attest to that, baby. That obedience is something serious. And especially when you are releasing a stronghold,
Oh
when
yeah,
you are releasing something that is got that grip on you, oh yeah, like you could definitely expect to walk into
your
a
greatness.
threshold, like a multitude of flourishing blessing. Um I'm very, very, and I'm gonna continue to say this through the entire podcast because that's what this is about. It's not just about you telling your story and giving your testimony. It's also about giving you your flowers, baby. Okay. So
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna continue to tell you how proud I am of you. Because I went through a drought when you were going through what you were going through. So it's like a part of me was dying. A part of me was dead. Okay. I had to let you go. And that was one of the most terrifying things that I've ever had to do in my life. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And my best friend, Kimberly Parker, I am so thankful for Kim. She was with me. Will, who I was dating at the time, he kept me, he covered me, he prayed with me. But it was one of the most difficult times in my life. Um, because I really felt like a part of me was dying and I could not find peace at all. Even though I was probably walking around smiling, I was still living life, but I was really dead. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't live. Like I just, it was like, so I am really proud of you. And I want you to know that I am really proud of you and to see you do so much. I mean, you got an engagement ring before me. Blinked out before me. I mean, who does that?
Dana Jones do that. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like to know what, because you were in the house with me and to see you going through those very difficult places, like to see you really, really down bad, bro, like down bad, and to see you today, it's just like a miracle. And I'm so thankful to God. I'm so thankful to God that he grabbed my only my only sibling, that he grabbed you at some point. And and that's why I asked you that question. Was there ever hope? Like, did you in your addiction ever feel hope for your situation? I asked that because I was praying so hard for you. And so I knew that if I was praying so hard for you, the way that we're connected, we're so connected, we're so bonded, that my prayers had to touch you. And so to hear you say that, I know that that's how that miracle happened. I mean, I know that
Definitely.
mommy was praying for you. I know that there were a lot of people praying for you, but it's something about a bond with
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah. And it's just us. Like we grew up together. Like it was just us, nobody else. So it's natural for you to feel that way. Um,
Yeah.
but it definitely was the prayers. It definitely was the talks. It definitely was the isolation. All those things helped me to be who I am today and come out of that horrible place. And today when I see people in that in that same place, it hurts me probably the same way it hurts you. Of course I don't have a tight bond with them like you and I have, but to see someone that has gone through this, that's gone through the same thing that I have went through, and you know what road they're going, you know where they're going to end up, you know it already, but you cannot do anything for that person unless that person is ready to do something for themselves.
Yeah.
That's the most hurting part about recovery. And that's what you went through. That's what you went through. You know, um, you couldn't do nothing for me. You couldn't do all you could have done for me was pray for me, and that's it. Basically, really, that's all you could have done. Because a person that's in active addiction, there's nothing nobody can do until they make up their mind. Like, look, I have got to stop this now. And I made up my mind and I'm going to get my life together. I'm going to get clean. I'm not going to let this take me out because God has so much in store for me. Girl, let me tell you something. I am living the life of my dreams right here in Houston, Texas, 2 hours away from Lake Charles. It was times where I thought I had to go way to California to be accepted and be,
Yeah.
you know, but God, I mean, God has blessed me. God is good, but it's because I acknowledge Him every day. I'm not perfect. I'm still not perfect. And I'm not trying to be perfect. That's the thing. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be me. Um, but I'm humbled enough to know where God has taken me from and where He's taking me, you know. And I can't do the only way that I can repay that to myself is to give it away to somebody else and help them get to that same space in life. Yes, recovery is beautiful. That's the start of everything, Bianca. Foxx, Bianca Lawson, everything, Bianca. That's the start of recovery. That's the start of my transformation, is recovery, because that's really where my life began. You
Yes.
know,
Yes. So I'm sitting here, I always have to find humor, like I just can't help myself, okay? But you remember you said you were talking a few seconds ago, and I'm thinking because I'm going down the journey, right? I'm going down the journey to recovery with you. Well, whenever you said, all you could do was pray, right? Well, of course I was praying. But I was trying to do stuff within my own strength, right? So,
get the
baby, let
hell
me
out!
tell you,
Oh my
all
god!
I could think about, I'm like, you know what? I gotta save the world. I had done went and sat down with the mayor of Lake
Oh
Charles.
my god! Girl, that is the highlight of my evening. Not the mayor. Oh my god!
Yes, but you know what? You know what I learned from that, and
What?
something that I learned from that is it is very important for you to have a why, because if you have a why, you're gonna go hard. Like I went to the mayor, okay?
Girl, what you
and
told the
and I
mayor?
sat
What
at
did
the
you tell
table
the
with
mayor?
Mayor Nick Hunter and his people, okay? So I was trying to do things, but like you said, even though I was trying to do these things within my own strength. You had to have been ready, and you just weren't ready at that time. But you have to have a why. That's an important message for, anybody who's tuned in that may be struggling. I'm not saying that anybody needs my advice, but I'm here to give it. Um, it's definitely important to have a reason why. I loved my sibling, my baby, my Bianca, so much that I contacted the city of
No,
okay.
no, but I feel you though. It's funny as hell, but I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, okay. And let me tell you something. And I went in there and I sat down like a boss and I was like, what's up? And let me tell you what's going on. And like what can we do? And not just for you, but for the homeless people on the streets. Like, what's up, Mayor? Like, what we doing? So I I I I found myself in a place where I was so driven to do so much, but it was all because I loved you so much. It was all because I just wanted to do whatever I could to help you. And while I was on that pursuit to try to help you, I was looking at all the other people that were looking like you
Man,
and what
yes.
can we do to help them all? You know what I'm saying? So I thought about that while you were talking. I'm like, I
Girl,
wanted
you
to
are
bust.
crazy. I never even knew that. You never told me that one.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. My me was like, and look, she was encouraging me. You know her. Yeah, Keisha, go ahead. I think you should do it.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness, bro. Like I can't even take it.
Oh my God. Well, what the man told you, sis?
Well, he definitely gave me so this was the time when you were, homeless. This was the time when I had had enough of you, okay?
Yeah.
You could no longer live with me, okay? And I just didn't want to see you on the street like that, and it was just killing me, and so I was feeling like I needed to do something. And so he did give me some resources for homeless, and that was really it, just like resources.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So, and no, nothing. There's nothing. I don't have nothing against the mayor of Lake Charles. I really don't know him. I've just seen him. But for you, a citizen of Lake Charles, who pours into the community of Lake Charles, who's been a citizen of Lake Charles way before he even became mayor, to have that kind of response to you about just to give you those two little resources, that says a lot about Lake Charles when it comes to recovery support services and stuff like that. And this is why I am fighting so hard right now to get my name out there and to build my own nonprofit organization as well, because I want to branch out and help people that are from Lake Charles to get a better life and to break the streams of addiction and all that kind of stuff, because they don't really have that out. They have it out there, but I've never really visited these programs, and that's on my agenda actually, to go to Lake Charles when I go there to visit these programs who are offering recovery support services to people, these AA meetings, to see how they run stuff out there, because it's just ridiculous, to not have, for you to call the mayor's office and for him to not give you more resources on that serious matter. That's a problem. That's a major problem.
So okay, so when I first got on here, I said it happened to you because you could handle it for the purpose. So sometimes, you know, that's why I say, it's like so funny how life goes. Sometimes we think that, like, why me? Why did I have to go through that? But sometimes you are the one, you are the chosen one to go through things, because you are the one that God can use for things that need to be birthed, like what you just said. So I don't I look at things so much differently now. Like when things happen, I don't look at it like it was a mistake anymore. I don't look at it like it was a downfall. I don't look at it like it was a slap in my face, or it was meant to destroy me or cripple me. I look at it like, okay, what is it that God wants me to do here? It's something about this that he's speaking to me about. He wants me to he wants me to act on something. It's something about this that he's giving me an assignment out of this. We're so quick to say that, life handed me a bad bag of lemons, or, but the truth is, if we actually sat down and just thought about this, a lot of things were birthed, a lot of good things were birthed through people's pain. And if those people had not experienced that pain, that loss, that hardship, then none of those things would have come to life. And so many people would still be struggling. So many
Yes,
programs would not exist. And so we have to start accepting our pain and those things that has occurred, that, it was tough. Okay, so what? It's a lot of stuff that's tough. And
ex-
you gonna make it.
experience is the only thing that makes you qualified, and that's this period.
You hear me?
If you haven't gone through what I've gone through, you can't tell me or show me how to get out of it, and that's just period.
Period.
Experience is the only thing that makes you overly qualified, not qualified, but overly qualified,
That's it.
and that's the truth.
That's it. I had put in my biography that how did I say it? It was, so I said that I went to school for psychology, but my life became my psychology. So basically, I didn't finish psychology, but the course of my life became my psychology, because I've been through enough. I've been through enough to have a degree of life. I have a degree of life. Okay. And the more I live, I'm going to continue to experience things. And so we all have obtained a degree of life, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and that's to piggyback off of what you just said. So we have to start taking our pain, and we have to start you know, seeing what's in that pain that can be birthed. What's in that pain
There's
that
definitely lots in that pain that could be birthed. There's
yeah,
purpose in that pain.
absolutely.
There's purpose in that pain. There's salvation in that pain. There is marriage in that pain. Okay. There is
Let's see that ring one more time. Come on, girl.
there's marriage in that pain, you know
Come
what I
on,
mean?
baby. Yes.
Um and I'm proud of that. That's something that I'm proud of because that's one of the odds that's against us as African American trans women, period. But as an African American trans woman, it's just more against me. So for me to find this kind of happiness in this kind of life, I mean, I owe it all to God, and I give it back to Him every day in my actions and how I treat people, how I handle situations, how I am growing to be accountable for my actions, and not put that shit on anybody else because it was nobody but me who fucked that up. And that's just the key, I got to give it to him. And that's just how I live my life now, I try to be that way. Sometimes I fall to the wayside, but I thank God. If I wouldn't have a relationship with God, I wouldn't be able to be steered back. I
There
would
you
keep
go.
falling down.
There you go. Come on with that truth. Come on.
Yes.
I say I'm not the only one that's dropping mics, baby. I say I'm not the only one that's dropping mics and dropping gems.
You ain't gonna be the only one. I can't stand you, girl.
You get on my nerves. Okay. So, would you now just express to anyone that may possibly watch at a later date that may be struggling with an addiction, um what would be something that you could share with them that could probably touch them in some type of way? Something, just share something that could help them, something that could possibly cross them over. We know that, you know, they're not going to move until they're ready, but there's always times where people can receive something, and even though they're not ready, it may ponder, it may sit on their mind, it may settle on their hearts, and it may, you never know, it may activate something in them. It may, you may actually be the person to speak within their spirit, you know, and say, because we just never know. So I would like for you at this time to share something, disperse it within the internet waves, because we don't know where this podcast goes. It's Apple, it's all over. It goes everywhere. And our purpose is to provide healing. This is what authenticity is about. And so I want to make sure that every time I'm live and we have the opportunity, that we're fulfilling that. So I would like for you at this time to share something that would help somebody right now that's struggling. What would you say to them?
I would say to them that you're not alone. You're not alone. This is a journey. Nothing's going to happen overnight. But it does require work, and it does require acceptance, a lot of acceptance. It requires a lot of trauma bond healing. It requires a lot of healing from trauma, period. Um, and to also, most importantly, get a relationship with your higher power. Whatever your higher power is. Some people's higher power is not God. Mine is. But get a relationship with your higher power and stand firm in that every day. Be intentional about where you want your life to be and where you see yourself a year from now or 2 years from now. Be intentional about that kind of stuff because tomorrow's not promised and we only have one life to live. And most importantly, don't ever forget to have fun. Have fun while doing it. You know, um, that part's gonna come. But for people who are suffering in addiction, just know that you're not alone. And There's help out there for you. Nothing is impossible when it comes to addiction. You just need to accept the fact that you are an addict and get ready to do the work. And we are here to help you. There's so many people. I have a whole team of people here in Houston. I mean, it's just amazing. Like get connected. I put my information in the chat for anybody who needs it. If you know someone who needs it, please pass it along to them. There's major resources out here for the people who suffering with addiction in Houston. And you can, I mean, I'm here. My number's in the chat. My email's in the chat. If you can't reach me there, you can reach Kedra. She'll reach out. Just reach out. That's the first thing, and accept the fact that you have a problem. That was something that I had to do also, accepting the fact that I was an addict. You know, that was something I was like, when the people call me an addict, I wanted to fight. I was like, I'm not no addict. Don't call me no addict.
Fighting mad.
I tried to throw them bows. Um, but I had to accept the fact that I was an addict, and this is a lifestyle change that I'm going to have to incorporate in every area of my life, every day of my life.
All right. I like that. Good information. Good information. And coming from a family member of someone who is addicted, your family loves you and you become somewhat of a burden to your family. Not somewhat, you become a burden. We keeping it real here, okay? You
Yeah.
become a burden to your family, and it's stressful. If your parents are still living, your parents definitely don't want to see you like that. Your parents definitely does not want to watch their child wither away. So you're now creating issues for your parents because there's no peace in there for your parents. They try, because I watched my mother try day after day, but I knew that she was still not at peace. I seen her health decline. The you know Those are things that addicts are not thinking about, but her health, I watched her go through stages of depression. And then for me, as the other sibling, that put an immeasurable amount of pressure on me because I'm also dealing with my own significant losses from, my sibling going through an addiction. But now I also have to bear my mother's pain and my mother's strength. And then I have my own life, so it's a lot. It really is. So definitely, if you're dealing with something like that, try to find the resources to get your life together. If you have a family member or a loved one, try to sit them down and talk to them. It The resources are not available here in Lake Charles. Right up the highway, baby. Okay, we have Bianca here who is in the field, who has more than enough resources. We will
Actually,
definitely get you set
wherever
up.
wherever
Yeah.
they wherever they are. I mean, if you can't find it where you are, you reach out to somebody in a city who has those things going on, and they can find you the resources that you need. Recovery is
Yeah, because I'm sure there's like a nationwide
it's
type number.
worldwide, it's nationwide. Recovery
Yeah.
is in every city in America, in the world. So because it's such a worldwide epidemic, it's something that is wiping the people off the face of the earth every single day. Um, yeah, reach out. We can find you help wherever you are. And also another important fact I want to add is also remember that, and this is for family members who have people who are suffering with addiction, and also for the people who are actually suffering with addiction who are hearing this as well. Don't beat yourself up behind it. This is a disease. You didn't ask for this. This is not something that nobody goes out and sleep with somebody and hopes to get HIV. You know what I mean? This is something that is not a choice sometimes, a lot of times. So try not to, don't be judgmental when you're dealing with someone with addiction, because you're just going to drive them deeper into their addiction, and that's not the way you help people. And I say that, I bring that subject up because I coach a lot of people who have family members who treat them that way. And these people can have the answer right there in front of their faces, and they won't take it. They don't see it because they're so drowned in the depression of their family judging them for being who they are, and all sorts of stuff. So don't look at the person when you are dealing with this disease. Look at the disease, because that's really the problem. It's not the person.
Okay. All right. You heard it from Bianca herself. You heard it from B, baby. I mean, it don't get no better than that coming from B. Bianca, you want to sing us a song?
Oh no.
I'm doing too much.
No, no songs tonight, honey.
I'm taking you back. I'm taking you too far back into your life.
Look, that might trigger me.
You remember you used to be singing at them weddings?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay, so what does it mean to you for you to show up authentically every day?
Accepting who I am, and also what I do well at, you know, and having the courage and self confidence to share that in the world with other people.
I like that. I like that. Because you definitely have to have, you can't be trying to show up for other people, but you don't even,
Gotta be right.
you're unsure about yourself.
Gotta be right. Gotta be right within.
Yeah.
How you gonna win if you ain't right
How
within?
you gonna win when you ain't right within? How you gonna win? I knew I was gonna make you sing. You see what I'm saying? I knew it. I knew it.
Yes,
Okay. Next question is, do you believe that an authentic personality contributes to confidence and success?
absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that it contributes to a person's confidence and success. I mean, first of all, it contributes to a person's holistic well-being, a point like encouraging their happiness, their self-esteem, when a person aligns, when a person's actions align with their true nature or identity and their passions, they start to believe in themselves and their confidence in whatever opinions they may have.
Absolutely. You own the money, honey. That's how I feel. It's an alignment. Things just fall in place. It's like you don't even have to really search for things. It's like a magnet,
It
it
just
just
flows.
attracts you.
It just
Yeah.
flows.
Mm-hmm.
That's why being
Absolutely.
intentional. I love the title of your podcast, the authentic, because that allows people to come and just be themselves. They don't have to come here and put up a facade and try to say the right word, or do, like, just be yourself, like, and that creates a space of comfortableness for people, and it allows them to open up more and to be more intentional about the situation and whatever they're talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Only authentic people can be here, okay?
I love that. I love that. Yes, you
Because
can't
I
have
can't do
all
it.
kind of energies in here. You have to create the space that you want and keep that
Absolutely.
space. Yes.
Absolutely. So yeah, authentic, baby. If you can't, not everybody can sit in that seat of heat, honey. So we're gonna go through some of these comments. Just to let you know who is here with you.
My people.
Alexis Barbie Brown. Hi, Alexis.
Hey,
Alexis says,
Alexis.
you look good. You look good, cute.
Thank you, sis. Love you.
Dorinda Ballard. Hey, Key. Hey, Dorinda. Hi, sis.
Hey, Dorinda, and I enjoyed your conversation last night, Dorinda. You was on fire, sis. Keep
Yeah,
going.
Dorinda wasn't playing with him last night, honey. Dorinda says she is created for greatness and she is bringing it, okay?
Yes.
All right. Alexis Barbie Brown again says, okay, twins. I mean, for real, like all our life. Like, I got so sick and tired, y'all.
Me too. I be tired too. I'm like, gosh, you're not my twin. What?
Okay, like we don't even look alike. Oh Lord. Our mother is on. Hi, mom.
Hi, mommy. Love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Hi, Rosa. Hey, she says, "Hey, B, love you." Well, what about me? Kimberly Parker says, "Come on, B. Come on, B."
Hey, Jolene.
Tanya Harris Beasley, love y'all. Love
Hey,
you too,
Tanya,
sis.
love you too.
Alexis Barbie Brown and So Humble. Thank you. Not quite sure who you were speaking of, but we're both pretty humble, so thank you so very much.
Thank you, Lex.
Kimberly Parker, crying, laughing face. I'm sure she was laughing at something one of us said. Okay.
I can just hear her.
Exactly. Desiree Payne says, "Y'all are so silly.
Hey,
Girl,
Desiree.
wouldn't be us." Marnika, hey, Marnika,
Hey, Nick.
you're here. Nick,
Nikki.
y'all twinning. Here go another one. Desiree Payne, y'all always looked alike. Here go another one. Kimberly Park, I guess Kimberly Parker is agreeing with them that we look alike. I mean,
Mhm.
okay, we look alike.
We look alike.
We look alike.
We kind of do.
Desiree Payne says growth. Kelly Lines, that must be one of your
Hey,
people.
Kelly. Hey, sister. Thanks for tuning in. Love you.
Hi, Kelly. Kelly says, "Hello, ladies. Thanks for your transparency." Hey, Tish. Tish Chalette,
Hey,
baby. How are
sis.
you?
That's my big sister. You my little sister. Now that's my big sister right there.
That's your big boy. I
That's
guess that's my big sister
that's my big
too
sis. That's my big sis.
then. She says, "Thank God for tough love." Yes, I had to show it, Tish. I had to, baby. I couldn't take not another second. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Glory to God.
Monique Trahan. Hey, Mo. How you doing, sweetheart? Hey, y'all. I'm so excited to catch a live show. Yes, me too. Rosa Lawson says, "Great talk, B. A full reality."
Oh, thank you, mommy. I love you.
Kelly Lines, "Love you, sisters." Thank you. Mo Yvette Zachary. Hey, cousin.
Hey, cuzzy.
You both
Congratulations.
you both look fabulous, cousins. Thank you, sweetheart. Rosa Lawson says, "You submitted to God through your sister. God is so good."
He
Oh,
is amazing.
I am my sister's keeper.
Keeper all day. And I am too. I am too. I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga or niggas would.
You get on my nerves.
Oh my God.
Okay. Tish says, "Yes, definitely giving it." Rhonda Cyrus, "Hey, cousin. How are you? So happy to have you on the podcast, sis."
Hey.
Okay. She says, "Yes, fam." Rosa Lawson says, "Man, that woman there, boy, she just want to be a gangster so bad."
We gotta stop saying our lingos in front of her, girl.
She say, "Man,
Hey.
unbelievable, awesome transition, hallelujah, powerful." Love you, mommy.
Mommy.
April G. Lede, "I love this. Come on, B."
Hey, April.
Thanks, sis.
Started your conversation too last night. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sis was bringing it, baby. We wasn't playing last night. So we got a whole bunch of crying, laughing faces. I already know that's going to be a given. Kimberly Parker says, "I second that." That's what we was talking about, Mount Pilgrim.
Bathy.
Oh my God, she put that on here though. Toya says, "Come on." Toya Malbro was here. Hi,
Thanks,
Toya.
Toya. So honored to have you grace our screen. Hey, how are
Okay,
you?
I mean, we don't get Toya, baby.
No, we don't
Toya,
get Toya.
okay. So Toya was here. Renata was here. Hey,
Hey,
sissy.
Sissy. Love you.
Asia Guillory. Do you know
Oh,
Asia
my
Guillory?
sister. Hey, Asia. Love you too,
Okay.
sis.
Asia sent hearts. Tessa Lewis. Hey, girl.
Hey, Tess,
What's going on, Tessa?
the queen, honey.
Yes. Okay. Let me see. Another name. Stephanie Marie LaSalle Henry. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, Steph.
Erica Woodard. Hey, sis.
Hi.
Ashley Antoinette Montgomery. Ashley Key speaks, baby.
Okay. Hey,
Thank you
Ashley.
for tuning in, sis. Oh, here it goes. Kimberly Parker said, so proud of my Bathy. Don't tell me what God can't do.
I remember the day she gave me that name. Oh my
When
God.
you had on that robe in that tower, I'll never forget the day.
Yes.
April G. Day, love y'all for this. God is so good. Yes, He is. He
Thank you,
is.
April.
I am thankful to be positioned for it. All right. Nita Barker. Hey, Nita. How you
Hey,
doing,
Nita.
sissy?
Congratulations, Nita. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, everybody. I mean, it's just it's like phenomenal. Everybody is just like trailblazing and just taking off and doing such
I
positive and
love
amazing
it.
things. It's awesome.
I love it.
Amanda Jade says, I love you so
Hey,
much.
Amanda. Thank you, sis. I love you so much too.
Marlena Papillon, hey Mar.
Hey, Mar. Oh, hey, Mar.
Tamala L. Lee, my other
Hey,
sissy.
sissy.
Hey sissy. Let's see. Kimberly Parker with 1,000 crying laughing faces. That girl, that is so silly.
I'm sorry. What did you get the message, Kimberly? Because it seems like all you did was laugh. Did you receive? What was
Chelsea Lewis say the mayor crying laughing faces. The mayor says, okay. I went and sat with the mayor. Okay.
Girl?
Put me on your schedule,
Oh
please.
my God.
All right. Let me see. Jennifer Turpo Guillory. Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
I went from crying to laughing in a minute. Loving it. Smile on the rocks. Hey, my baby. How are you? Thank you for
Hey,
tuning
Smalls.
in. Kimberly Parker. Only Kedra would go and have a sit down with the mayor of Lake Charles.
Only girl.
Hey, Donovan, what's happening? Donovan Senegal, what's
Hey,
popping?
Donovan.
Okay, this must be one of your people as well, Marquita Turrell Rivera.
Oh, that's my beautician. She slays me. Yes. Hey, Quita.
Okay, I'm gonna be coming for you to slay me too, girl. Just give me
She
a second,
slays
okay? I'm
me.
gonna be
She
in your
slays
area
me.
soon. Okay, Coindella Banks says, "Hey, Miss Fox."
Money bags.
Demetric Lola Tanner. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Meech.
Me.
Congratulations.
Quaylin Cherie, my AP. What it do? Good
Hey,
evening, my
Quaylen.
love.
Mwah.
Oh my God. Guess who is this next person?
Let me guess. Who, girl? Wait a minute. My husband?
No.
Who?
Oh, where he at, by the way? So, okay, don't play with us, okay? This next person is Ra Mac. Who is that?
Hey, Rhonda.
Yes.
Oh, Magruder. I miss you. I love you,
Hey,
Magruder.
Rhonda. What's been happening? Sis, love you. All right, let's see. Who else? Oh, look, we was just talking about Uncle Dana. There he goes. He says, "Love you, boo," with a kissy face.
That's my
That's the man that
man.
put a ring on that thing.
That's my man.
Sonia Gallion, what's up, fam? That's
Hey,
my
hey,
cousin right there
Sonia.
from Opelousas, Louisiana. Love you too. Mama's baby, Letitia Monique. Hey, my love.
All right now. I'm gonna make sure I come to Lake Charles at about 1 o'clock because I want to see you in that mail truck. I gotta see
Oh
you in
my
that mail
God.
truck. I gotta see you in that mail truck, sis. I,
Vicky had us rolling t-shirt in Walmart. Okay, dying laughing, girl.
I got to
Don't get bit
see.
by them dogs now. I'm telling you,
Okay.
it's the last thing I want to see. Okay, guys, so that wraps up everybody that was on the chat thread. I am so blessed. I am so thankful. I cannot thank everyone enough. I cannot thank my baby, my beautiful baby on the other side of the screen, for blessing us with your testimony, for being so courageous, so bold and fearless to just do it. Not everybody is in this space yet, and it is okay, but the fact that you are and that you're willing to do it, and that you're so passionate about wanting to reach as many people as you can, and using your own process, your own story, your own trials and tribulations to do that, it's remarkable. I know that the topics within your addiction, like the sex part of it, the sex work, that's not easy. That's not easy to sit down and, and talk about, and so I just have to commend you. I do. And I have to also let you know that God is proud of you. He is so proud of you, for your courage. He's so proud of you for continuing on your journey, of continuing to be sober, continuing to stay clean, and while you're doing that, you're grabbing people with you, and it's a beautiful thing. You are the most beautiful Bianca Foxx that I know. Your little sister is so proud of you. I cannot wait to walk and put a gown on. Okay, I'm gonna be the most fabulous person in your wedding. Okay, the most proud and fabulous person in your wedding. And I'm just really proud of you. I am just really, really proud of you. I cannot express that with enough words to say. It can only be dispersed in love. And so, um, I look at you, and again, I know where you come from. I've seen you in the lowest of the lowest. And to see you today and all of the initials behind your name that I can't even keep up with. You're working at the Houston Medical Center. You're with these doctors, like you're going to be flying to DC. Like it's just like mind blowing what God will do. And so I am so proud of you. Okay. I am so freaking proud. Okay. Of my little sugar cookie over there.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
love you big, big. Okay. And keep doing what you're doing, because there is a whole lot more in store for you. And again, it happened to you because you could handle it for the purpose. There's some things that has to come from within you, that needs to be dispersed out into the universe, for those people that you want to help. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to keep trailblazing, my baby.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love you too. Big, big, big. I'm extremely proud of you also. And keep going. Like you are an inspiration to me also. When I am at my lowest some days, I always think about what you're doing also because it's also falls into the same kind of like line with what I am also doing on the side of my profession. Um, so yes, keep doing what you're doing and keep being a light and don't ever change for nobody, which I know you won't. Um, and yes, I see bright things in your future also. You're a beautiful person, you're kind hearted, you're always ready to help someone else, and you pour into other people. You don't keep what God has given you because that's not what He wants us to do. He wants us to share these blessings because we can't contain what He has, all the blessings He has for us. Like it's bigger than us. It's
Right.
bigger than us. It's I think if we keep that in the front of our mind, like this is the work that we're doing is bigger, it's always bigger than us, then we will always succeed and we'll always be able to reach people and meet them where they are, you know.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
That's right. So they don't want us together now. They don't want us together.
Well, they're gonna get us together. That's just I mean, I'm not here to give them. I'm not here to give them what they want. I'm here to give them what they need.
What they need and what they gonna get regardless, okay? I gotta be messy.
I ain't here to give you what you want, but I'm gonna give you
Oh,
what
Lord
you
have mercy. Be messy in my own little cute way. So, yes. Well, guys, thank you all so very much. Hold on, I see my mother's name. Love y'all so much. I cannot express this enough. Your strength and courage. You and Kedra has always been destined for greatness. Love it. Yeah, girl,
Thank
because
you,
we products
honey.
of Rosa and Donald McGee Lawson. Okay.
That's it.
The greatness shall continue to thrive on, girl. Thank you so much, Mother. We love you as well.
Love you.
So again, I'm gonna try to wrap it up one more time.
It's hard. You gotta let the spirit. When the spirit is moving, you have to. You can't do nothing. The
Yeah,
spirit has to
absolutely,
move.
absolutely. That's right. And so I let him do his thing. I let him. So thank you all for tuning in to the Authentic Podcast. Catch us next Thursday. We have another testimony. I'm not gonna quite yet disperse into the atmosphere who it will be, but it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be loaded and packing because we keep it real over here. We are ready to heal. We are ready to help people heal. And by all means necessary, we are going to do it. So until next time, I want you guys to keep it real. Because I just wanted to be Kedra. That's it. I'm just Kedra. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just Kedra. Okay? And the things I still have to deal with because I still deal with it. I still deal with it. It is not going anywhere. I just know how to handle it. All right. Mm-hmm. So, they can play with me if they want to. Okay? But I am that heat that they gonna feel on the hottest day in Louisiana because I'm gonna keep showing up as Kedra Antoinette Lawson, and that's what you gonna do too. Right. You're not gonna let people shame you and put you down because you just wanna be yourself.